Okay guys, so here's my next topic. Told you guys I'll be talking about different stuff, so this is my second random topic. So I know you guys are seeing in the news about all of this school shootings and on the job shootings and things of that nature. So I'm smiling at my daughter, y'all. So I just wanted to talk about how people are driving me nuts with this mentality that it's only mentally ill, psychologically disturbed people who are doing the school shootings and shooting up the jobs and stuff like that. You can leave right here, baby. Go play. Okay, that's good. First of all, why is it that we have in our head that it's only mental people or crazy people who shoot people or kill them or do mass shootings? I mean, yes, sometimes it is the case. In most cases, yes, it is white males. But let me say something to you. We need to understand how we as society sometimes create monsters. Because I honestly feel that back in the day, a long time ago, once there was a girl named Toya who was a middle schooler who did not bother anybody, but went to a magnet school and was picked on. Picked on severely. And mostly it was mostly the other African American kids who she got picked on by. So, guys, middle school, you go through that awkward stage. That's that stage where your body starts changing and your mindset starts changing and you're trying to see where you fit in and things like that. And crazy thing is, I had a wonderful childhood outside of some trauma. My family was middle income, even though my granddad only had a 6th grade education. But we had a fairly decent home, quiet, nice neighborhood, got whatever I wanted, and then some. Never wanted for anything. I mean, when home computers first came out, the good ones, I got one. I mean, I had all the video games, all the Segas, Nintendos. I mean, I had a good life. But at that point in middle school, I hadn't figured out how to wear my makeup yet. I was in a jerry curl. I was overweight. Sometimes we African Americans, we change tones. We were born high white, yellow. We change to our regular brown tones. Sometimes we get darker, then lighten up as we become teenagers. I mean, we do these crazy things with our colors, with our hues. So at one point, I was like midnight dark. But anyway, I got picked on a lot. One, I was overweight. That's the first thing they're going to pick on you for. And then, they always have this label where the overweight kid is the smelly kid. Just got picked on real bad. Real bad. I mean, and it was what felt like now daily. Oh my God, it felt like it was daily that I was picked on. It was boys and girls. It wasn't even just boys. It was girls and boys just constantly giving me a hard time at this particular school. This school at the time had everybody thinking that if you go to that school, you were just a bum. You were just better than the other public school kids. I mean, you were just top of the state of art. I mean, it wasn't like one of the fancy private schools that we have here, but somehow they had in their mind that they were just a bomb if they went to this school, because it was always a waiting list and parents would camp out so their kids can get into this great and wonderful school. Well, mind you, this is the late 80s, early 90s. They didn't do anything about bullying in school. And my grandmother was old school. It was, oh, just come back. Oh, just turn the other cheek. They'll leave you alone. Oh, you be nice to them. They won't bother you anymore. But if you get in a fight, I'm going to bust your butt when you get home. So it was like I was at a place where I couldn't defend myself because I would get in trouble. I couldn't fight because I would get in trouble. Christian! Sorry, guys. The school wasn't doing anything about it. They just act like it didn't exist. Some of the teachers engaged in it. They knew these kids were talking about me. They knew they were writing notes about me. One time, one of the assistant principals saw me and one guy actually physically fighting in the hallway, and he goes in his office and closed the door. And actually, this went on for about 3 years, and I finally got tired, and I started fighting back, cussing, and going off. I had so much rage and anger, and I'm going to tell you, y'all, this is how you make a person that want to go in and shoot up the school. It was like I didn't want to go to the cafeteria at lunch because I'll be picked on so bad. So just to avoid being picked on by all the different grades and stuff, I would go into the basement where the art room was and would talk to my grandmother on the phone. Call on the payphone because I didn't want to deal with the torment of being called ugly, of being called fat, being called all kinds of stuff. So, and then you know how kids, they embellish knowing about sex and experimenting with things. Well, boy, I embellished on something. Get your mouth off of there. I embellished about something. No, baby, you get sick. Don't do that. Ooh, what's that on your face? Yuck. But anyway, no, baby, I can't let you get up there. That's why, no. It'd be nasty. No. Go swing on your swing. So, I guess you're getting tired now. But anyway, it was terrible. And I would tell some of the teachers about it. They wouldn't do anything. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll talk to them, blah, 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 blah. You talk to them, it didn't stop anything. It didn't stop it. They were telling me I need to go to counseling outside the school. So, I just finally got fed up and started fighting back. So, I just went to NWA mode. Like I was a part of Ice Cube and Eazy-E's gang. I just got frustrated. And it was so bad that I told my grandmother that if she sent me back to that school, I would literally kill myself. I would slice my wrist and bleed myself to death in the bathtub if she made me go back to that school. And that was a wake-up call for her. I mean, she kept forcing me to stay at that school year after year until that year when I told her, if you make me go back to this daggone school, I will slice my wrist and will not go. I know, baby. You don't want no bug. Get your ball. So, anyway, my point is, guys, we create monsters. If I wasn't afraid of guns, because I'm afraid of them. I'm afraid of the sound, and I'm afraid of the possible kickbacks. I have never been one who wanted to hold a gun or be near a gun, and there's a reason for that. One, my family used to shoot them on New Year's. The noise would scare me. Two, my mother's death it involved a shotgun. So, I don't fool with guns. I had another close cousin of mine who was killed, shot with a gun. So guns, no, are not my favorite things in the world. So my point is, if I was not afraid of guns, I can remember feeling that I wanted to kill a lot of those kids in that school because they hurt me so bad, it made me so angry. I remember that. Here it is, probably 30-something years later. It took me a long time to get past how I was treated during my middle school years. It was so bad, I would not go to I started learning how to wear makeup. I would not go to the grocery store without being dressed nice or having on makeup. I wouldn't go anywhere without being dressed nice and having on makeup, because I just could not handle being constantly called ugly and all of that. It really done something to me. I would have panic attacks in the mall or somewhere public, just if somebody just laughs. They could be having a conversation with somebody that's with them or on the phone or something. Because they laugh, I run, because I think they're talking about me. I would run, literally. I would run into the bathroom somewhere or to a store or something, because I would be thinking they're talking about me. But guys, I remember feeling like I wanted to shoot a lot of those kids who picked on me. I wanted them dead. And you'd be so angry, and I wasn't crazy. I just got picked on. I was hurt really, really bad. And I think it's just so naive and foolish for the government to think that it's just, we need more mental health care. I'm not going to dispute that. We do need a lot of that. But it's not crazy people who shoot up everybody. Sometimes a normal, average person get fed up and lose it and just, I don't mean go crazy, they just get mad and they just want to kill somebody. I mean, think about it. If somebody did something to your kid, severely, extreme, you're going to lose it and want to shoot that person. If somebody rape your child, wouldn't you want to kill them right off? I mean, we wouldn't do it because we don't want to go to jail, but you're going to think it. Yes. But, yeah, I probably would have been a mass shooter if I wasn't afraid of a gun back then, because those kids were horrible to me, and it took me several years to get past that. Several years. And finally my grandmother took me out of that school, and crazy thing is I went from that school and went to what the city considers a hood school, and man, that is my heart. I love that school. That was the best decision my grandmother ever made, because elementary school, I was an average student. Got to that damn magnet school for my middle school years, I was just, went from average to failing and flunking, making F's and D's, and the teachers didn't care. They didn't tutor you. They didn't care. They focused on the ones who made the good grades. And I mean, I really suffered at that school. But when I got to my other school, honey, I was, like I told you, top 10 in my class. And to this day, I still have good relationships with the ones I went to high school with. Now, I will say, there's been a few times that I saw some of those kids from middle school. And surprisingly, a lot of them apologized to me. It brought some healing. A lot of them apologized to me, and a lot of them admitted that they operated under peer pressure. That they really did like me and thought I was a nice person and wished I hadn't have left. Some often wondered what happened. Why did, what happened? Where did I go? Why did I leave? That was a hard time, but I'm telling you, we need to teach our kids not to be bullies, not to pick on people. We don't know what their stories are. See, my weight problem came from losing my mama and some other things I went through. That was my comfort. Eating was my comfort. And that was my reward. My grandparents, if I made good grades, what you want? Pizza. Okay, I could get it, Weekends, that was our nights. My grandma didn't want to cook. We eat out. That was my treat. And then I was forced to, I had to clean my plate. My mom used to beat my butt if I didn't clean my plate. So I lost control over knowing when I was full and when I wasn't, because I felt like I had no choice. I had to clean my plate each time, or I would get in trouble, or I wouldn't get a dessert, or, something like that. And that's how the weight problem came. And it's so funny because I'm the only one who had the weight problem. But I was the only one who got their ass tore if they didn't finish eating their food, or you couldn't get no dessert. So you would, do what it took to get your dessert or whatever. So I have to be mindful of that with my daughter. So when she says she's full, I don't force her. I let her get up. I mean, I am at a point sometimes where I feel like if she's being picky and don't want to eat what I fix, I get a little frustrated because I want her to eat, or, you know, I feel like she hadn't had enough. But, you know, nutritionist and the pediatrician said, let her determine when she's full. You know, and if she doesn't want to eat what I cook, then let it be. You know, when she gets hungry, she'll say something. So I have to work on that because I don't want to repeat history. I don't want my daughter to go through what I went through with weight and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I just want to talk about that gun thing because it's really sad. I hate it. And I guarantee you some of those kids probably were picked on or had some kind of something going on. Now, I do believe a couple of them were crazy from the ones this year. But I can definitely see how society can turn you into someone that would do something like that. Even at the job, you had disgruntled employees where they feel like they've been mistreated. And they get fed up and after they lost their job and their families, they can't feed their families, can't take care of their kids. I get that, you know. I'm not saying that it's right, but sometimes people just get so overwhelmed and upset that they lose it. But I just think it's naive, though, to sit here and say that everybody is crazy, because some people ain't crazy. Some people just do shit because they know it's wrong and they think they're going to get away with it, and they don't. They got good damn sense. They got good damn sense because they wouldn't be running. So, I don't know. But I don't feel that guns should be illegal. I do feel like that assault rifle should be illegal in a home. But you don't need that for hunting. You can hunt with other guns. You don't need that. Get the aftermath! Sorry, guys. Spit it out. I don't know why my kid does this. I don't. I know she's just 2. That's probably why she does it. Yeah, I know you're 2. They know you're 2. Anyway, sorry guys, but yeah, I don't think guns should be totally banned. Just certain ones and certain people should be banned from the guns. So, you don't need an assault rifle to protect yourself or to go hunting. There's other guns out there that you can use, especially with that bumper stock or whatever they call it. I saw a video with what that thing does, and I thought about those babies in Florida. Oh my God. Guys, there's a video on here. I don't know his name, but he demonstrating what that thing does. I just saw those babies getting hit with that stuff left and right and just holes in their body. When I saw that video, I could even watch the rest of it. Yeah, so that's right, I took it. Sorry, I had to take something out of her mouth again. But, yeah, put that back for mommy. Thank you. Put it back over there. But, anyway, yeah, guys, I just feel like we do need some gun control. We don't need assault rifles. They shouldn't be available to anybody to buy in the public like that. Unless there's some sincere need. We do need some kind of gun registration laws and mental health screenings. But you know what? Shit, you need mental health screenings for people to have kids. Anyway, that's a whole nother different conversation. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to let you know how kids and teens can make someone turn into someone who wants to shoot up a school or do something. Because I'm telling you, kids are cruel. And there were no bullying laws, like I said, back when I was in school. It was terrible. I mean, I know people killed themselves at that same school who went to the same school because they were depressed and were picked on and everything like that. And they felt the pressure to have to fit in and things like that. And they committed suicide like I almost did. So I think we need to teach our kids not to be bullies. We need to be tolerant of differences. We need to be nice to each other, and which I know that's living in a perfect world with rainbows and unicorns and all that stuff. But I mean, it starts in the home. It starts in the home, and sometimes you can tell that a lot of kids get their behaviors from their parents. You can see it in public. You can just see it, and I feel so sorry for these teachers. These teachers are already underpaid and trying to teach these old hard-headed, knucklehead grown kids that think they know every damn thing. And now you want them to carry a gun to protect them too. Hell, if I was this job, I'd be so nervous. I've been and dropped the damn gun, and the damn kid been and come and got it and shot everybody. And then I got to worry about, I have a black female daughter. What if she has a teacher that just don't like black people, and they just come in one day upset out the blue and shoot her, and just because they're mad? I mean, anything could happen. So I don't know, y'all, but you all tell me what you think and let me know. So anyway, once again, I'm done for today. I gave y'all 2 videos today, so I'll come back with some random thoughts on another day. See ya.